Welcome back, cousins. I just wanted to start off this grand finale with my family from the past. And the picture that you're seeing is all of my family, the Schulers, Tenzel, Robinsons, and so many more. My grandma and my granddad is on the left side. In the back, my grandma is a little short woman back there, second from the left. And my grandfather, Thomas, is right next to her. And then way on the right side at the end is Maud and I'm trying Booker. They were my great grandma twins because twins run in my family really heavy. We don't miss a generation. They come every generation. But I just wanted to share this and I just wish that I was there, but I am so grateful whoever took this picture. They just don't know. And that's what I'm saying, taking pictures from the past. Oh, but again, let's get on with this video, and I just wanted to share this picture with you. Hi, welcome back, cousins. Welcome back. I am so glad you came back. I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey, and I am that little Negro girl that you've been following on the 4 last episodes. And I kind of wanted to sum that up because I really enjoyed making those episodes. I really did. And also for the new ones that have not been around, please subscribe, like, and share. But again, I'm going to get right back to it. I really enjoyed those 4 episodes talking about my life growing up as a little girl until I was 18. You don't want to know about my 20s. I do not want to share those those 20s. So you got from the time I was born up to 18. But that's just amazing. It has not been that long since segregation, Jim Crow. You know, he's still around. He's a little old man now, but he's still hanging. But you know, this is a time where people in your family that's older, you can start asking them, you know, to show you old pictures, to tell you what they remember. It's so interesting in their lives. You can even retain their voices for years to come, for generations to come, if they allow you to. Because a lot of time, older, I'm going to still call them Negroes, still don't want to talk about that time in their lives because it triggers some sadness or something they had to hide or something they had to lie about and something that they have just suppressed, like I did, how I just glazed over it at first. My sister like, it didn't happen that way, girl. It didn't. You sugarcoated that, Betty. But I can always say I was always a nosy little girl. I was always the one that snuck around and listened to what adults said. I asked a lot of questions to my mom. Some she wouldn't answer, but some she did, thank goodness. And even my grandma Mary, oh my God, I forgot about that. This is my grandma Mary. Oh, I almost went to tears. Grandma, I miss you so much. She was the sweetest. And you know what? She wasn't even my biological, but she was my biological. She's the only grandma that I know. That's the best thing that my stepfather could have brought into my life was my grandma Mary. Oh, I know this picture's going to bring tears to a lot of eyes. I miss you so much, Grandma. I miss you so much. We all do. I just used to sit there and she used to tell me about her growing up. She even told me, I bet you didn't know this, Lisa or Annette or Arthur, but she told me about her first period. Yes, she did. She said that she was babysitting some white children. She said they dressed all in white. And she said she woke up and everything was red. And she thought somebody shot her. So whoever she was babysitting for, she called and said, Miss So-and-so, somebody shot me. Somebody shot me. And she even told me about the times they used to work in the fields, when they used to put the sheets out there to pull hair lice out of their head. You can just learn so much for the older ones. And remember, once they are gone, all that's gone. All that information's gone that they have up here. And that's why I ask my children also, ask me questions. You want to know. You don't want me to be gone and all that information went with me. Also, there are Bibles that are legal documentation of births, of marriages, of deaths. And a lot of our families took those Bibles and they ripped them up because they'll find their birth date and they will rip the page out. Legal document, they just destroy it. And also, a lot of times, they put those Bibles away with all this information, and those Bibles are packed up in some attic somewhere, all that precious information. And my family didn't take a lot of pictures when I was little. I don't have any baby pictures. It is so sad. My oldest sister, thank goodness, was a blessing. She started taking pictures, and I probably had to be about 10 or 11 when she started taking pictures, but I'm so glad that she did it. And my brother and sister, they got little, pictures that's younger than me. So start taking a lot of pictures. Grandmas, I don't care if you're fat, thin, or you think you're ugly, are you too old and wrinkly, take those pictures. It's not for you. As I tell my friends, those pictures aren't for you. They're for your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and all the family members to come. They want to be able to look at those pictures and remember, who you were. Because just hearing I never remember, my grandma died when I was 3, Grandma Ethel. So I don't really remember her. Only with what my mom told me. I never really seen, I finally found a picture of her when she was young with my granddad. I finally did recently. Here I'm like 60 something. And you just become such a part of it. And also my great grandma, my great granddad, you dream of how they look. But I finally got to see a picture of them. And I just feel so attached. And here is my great grandma, Mary. Oh my goodness, I just cannot believe that this is her. I'm thinking she's like little, petite little lady. I'm going to think that with my big bone self. I just cannot believe it. That was my grandma and my granddad. Here he is. Think he looking cute too with his bow tie. Oh my goodness, he's tall, he's thin. I don't know if I ever thought Shula looked like that. By his horsey. But it's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. To them, my great-grandparents, it's like when we talk a little bit about slavery and people say we should just forget about those were our family members. That was my grandma, my cousins, my uncles. They were, and when I think about my grandma and my granddad, last name being Shula, that sounds German because they were mulattoes. They were mixed and they were pretty white because on the, what was that they used to take? I'm saying survey, but that's not what it is. They still do it today. But when they wrote it out, my Aunt Bessie, our cousin Bessie, somebody had wrote white on there. And they must have told them they were a mulatto. So somebody changed the M. You could see it clearly. So, you know, even with that, it's like I never met her, never saw her, but I feel a part of her. And I also have a picture of the majority of that family at a funeral, and you could just feel them. You could just feel that they're a part of you. So I'm not going to let anyone take that away from me, that they were my grandparents. They were my great-grandparents. They were in slavery. Some was free slaves. So we, like I say, we all think we're different because of skin color. No, we're more of the same. And I always say, take that DNA test. If you think you're so white, or you think you're so African, or you wonder where that little color came from, or why your hair is straight and it don't have that extra kink to it, or if you're white, why my hair is frizzy and somebody didn't tell me, are you trying to just pass? Because there are people that try to pass. But again, I just want you to look back in your past. Write it down. Share it. I would love to write a book about my life. Not about my 20s, my 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. But anyway, I'm going to end this. But again, I am so grateful that you looked at all my episodes 1 through 4. And I know a lot of you found them interesting. And again, I want to say thank you for watching. My heart goes out to you, and I'm so grateful that you keep coming back. And I am Betty J. Gathers, daughter of Jean Grey. You're going to subscribe, you're going to like, and you're going to share. I like doing that. You're going to subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you later.